Hi everybody, Ryan back again here today. So we did a video a couple days ago about my last truck driving load, and I wanted to kind of highlight the driving portion of that. So we had a lot of good comments, a lot of support. We appreciate all of that. A lot of business handshake type of deals out there. And I just want to be clear in the beginning of this is that we're not leaving YouTube. That wasn't our last video. It was just kind of the end of my driving career. I mean, we're kind of going to stay in the trucking, just kind of on the support side to support you guys that are drivers out there. We're going into a maintenance, mobile maintenance business. Might be able to do a little bit, you know, if guys are passing through, we can probably drop trailers and bobtail down here to the farm here and do a little bit of work. But again, I just want to be clear, like we're not leaving YouTube, so that wasn't our last video. But this is kind of the end of my driving career. So like I said, I was a mechanic and came over to driving for a while and kind of going back over to the mechanic side in my own, finally kind of got with YouTube and with going out on the road, talking to people out on the road for 5 years and all that. And I kind of got the confidence and to start my own mobile maintenance business is kind of what it all kind of culminated into. So this is where we're at now. So did a video a while back. We bought this F350. Probably looked a lot crappier when I bought it. I needle gunned and painted the front bumper, put a nice international license plate on the front. So I've been working on this today. We got new tires on it all the way around. Got all these stickers and everything the guy had on it taken off and pressure washed everything. And I've been kind of loading out the truck, putting all my tools and everything in there, getting everything organized. So I like everything a certain way. And now I'm putting all my stuff in. I almost wish I would have bought a bigger truck, like an actual, like a Kenworth or something, like a big truck, service truck, because I'm starting to run out of space already. But so painted the bumper, cleaned the truck up, had to put U-joints in. It was making a lot of noise and I couldn't figure out what that was. And I got underneath the truck and I was mounting I got my welder generator back there, air compressor, got that stuff mounted. And when I was doing that, I was underneath and I looked at one of the U-joints and like, I'm surprised the driveline didn't come apart, because after I took there's 3 U-joints in the driveline. If you guys watched my U-joint video a while back on the truck, you know what I'm talking about. But actually the center U-joint right past the carrier bearing, there was no needle bearings left within the cups. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I've never seen one that bad. So clean the truck up. I'm gonna take it downtown and get the interior and all that detailed and cleaned up real nice. So I've been kind of loading it out. I gotta go down to Harbor Freight probably tomorrow or something. I'm gonna get a nice inverter to put in here to charge my DeWalt and Makita batteries. Got a battery charger in here. I put this piece of wood in here to kind of bring that up and get over that there's a little knee here. So battery charger fits perfect. I got some tool kits and stuff I'm gonna put in here. Up in the top, which gotta be pretty, I got to have a step up here. I'm gonna put all my sockets in here. Started putting wrenches in. I got wrenches up to 2.5 inch, a little bit of everything in there. So those are the big wrenches. We're gonna put the small wrenches on the other side. So move around. So we got our kind of fluid hazmat compartment here. Got some oil, antifreeze, brake cleaner, WD-40, which everybody says I don't use WD-40. I do use WD-40 and PB Blaster on a lot of occasions, but so we got that in there. And back here I got my gas-powered Ingersoll air compressor. We got a hose reel up there, and my Hobart Champion 225 Elite welder in here, welder generator. I got a nice little cover for that to keep it dry, and we got, like I said, we got the hose reel up there all set in. I started mounting some lights, so I put 2 little LED lights on this side. I got to wire them in yet, so to go that way. Then I've got 2 more sets of lights that I'm going to mount on this side to go this way. Then I got a light that I'm going to mount here for the back. Then I got these strobes as well. So I've already got those wired in, but I got to put the 2 on the front in the controller, so I have nice strobes there. And then I got my big strobe up on top. And obviously we got our vise here and everything. So we got getting our jacks and kind of material handling stuff back here. Jack and jack stand. I think that's a 30-ton jack there. Got got most of my welding stuff, you know, needle gun, air chisel, clamps, welding hood, and just gonna kind of put supplies in here. And I'm gonna put all my power tools, you know, air tools, power tools, AC equipment, manifolds. I got a vacuum pump that I just ordered out in Napa that I'm gonna put in here and all that for your AC needs. And up here, everything else, I mean, smaller wrenches. I don't have anything up here yet, and ratchets and all that stuff's gonna go in up here. I got to stop down Ace Hardware here tomorrow morning and get some more of those little mats to put in there so stuff ain't vibrating and rubbing on metal to metal. But I think it'll be a pretty good truck. Like I said, I think I'm running out of space, so I'm gonna have to kind of be smart as far as what I put in here. Other than that, I think the last time you got, like I said, we put new tires on it, about 1,300. I think it was what, 1,300 at Costco. Got those mud terrains, pretty BFG, pretty good tire. And I also put new mirrors. This mirror here, like, had a bungee cord around it, was ready to fall off. Had rust stains and everything else running down, so we got all those stickers and everything else cleaned up. We kept the American flags, obviously, because you got to have that. But yeah, not a bad truck. Got the ladder up there too, if you didn't already see that. But yeah, so anyways. There's the walk around here. Yeah, mirror on this side. Yeah, so yeah, pretty well mechanically sound. I still got to do a service on it because it had a sticker. It's like 500 miles within service, so I got to do a service on it here this weekend before I put it on the road. But drivetrain and everything, I had to put all 3 new U-joints in and all that good stuff, and I think we'll be pretty good to go. So yeah, so as far as we've had a lot of inquiries about business opportunities or service you know, inquiries and all that. I'm near Akron, Ohio, Akron, Cleveland area. So we're getting ready to release our website, and we'll post that once we get started here. So I've just been kind of waiting because I don't want to start getting calls before I want to have the truck ready. So when somebody calls me, when I get that call, I'm ready to hit the road. So I don't want to be like, hey, it's going to be 3 days or something like that. I want to be ready, everything ready to go. So we haven't released the website yet, even though it's completely done. I just got to hit the publish button on Wix.com to get that released, and once we get that released, we'll update that info and also our phone info. So we've had people asking for contact information and all that, but that'll be released hopefully by Sunday. Once, like I said, I don't want to give somebody my information and then I get a call and like, hey, I'm not ready yet. So I just want to have everything ready, and then we'll be when you're ready to call, I can say, yeah, I'll be there, you know, within a couple hours or tomorrow or whatever. So. Anyways, we've had some other people ask about like Toledo, Columbus area, and my fee structure, I'm charging to come out to you, but normally if you're in the local area here, I don't charge for return time, but I will go to Toledo or Columbus, but we'll have to work out the return time because that's kind of excessive where I'm driving 2 hours back. We'll have to work out the time on the return time on that. So yeah, I will go pretty much anywhere, but we'll have to work out the money side as far as that goes, and you just have to make a business decision if it's worth it to you or not. So in my travel times, $50 an hour, our regular times, 85, weeknights and weekends is 100. I think we have 105 on the website. So but yeah, and we don't upcharge parts or anything like that. So I mean, whatever I pay for parts, whatever, if you have your own parts, there's no, I know, like if you go to a TA or something, you bring your own parts in, they want to charge you like 15 or 30% or something on your own parts. So, so if you got your own parts, that's great. I don't have a problem with that. But again, like I said, if you're out of the local area here, we can work it out as far as the travel time and all that with the return time. Because like I said, if you're within an hour, hour and a half, I don't have too big of a deal going out and, you know, without the return time and all that. But anyway, so. Like I said, we really appreciate all the comments and the compliments and the good lucks and all that. I still have. I know there's been an overwhelming negative opinion, I guess, to putting somebody else into your truck. I've got a couple people on the docket to call as far as that goes. You know, kind of local people that had some interest. So I'm just going to explore every aspect before I make a definitive decision as far as we're selling it or getting rid of it. I talked to Landstar today and told him I'm not renewing my plate, so I'm either buying my own plate or taking it off the account next week. So I haven't really decided yet. And then I got a couple more. Actually, we got some more trucking business videos coming out. I'm gonna have a video like when you're leaving your carrier. There's about 4 or 5 things, important things, among other things, that you need to do when you leave your carrier. And I'm going to do a video on that as my process with leaving Landstar, what you need to do, things you need to get, and how to conduct yourself in a professional manner when you're leaving a carrier. Because you want to leave yourself open if you want to come back. I've came back to Landstar. This is my 2nd time at Landstar. You want to always leave on a good rapport. So I left Snyder, SFI, Mercer, and all that. Always check all the boxes, leave with a good rapport, because you never know if you might want to come back. So I'm going to put out a video on all the steps and information, things you need to get before you quit your carrier. And I'm going to put that video out here probably next week. Also still owe you guys new truck versus old truck kind of truck business video. We're going to put that out. And I got a couple other things in the trucking business side that we'll still get out there as well, that I kind of had in the docket, but I never got the time to get it out there. So still got some trucking business videos to come out, so stay tuned for those. And like I said, we're not going anywhere. Just kind of a little bit of format change here in the future. Once I go out, we're going to be a lot more maintenance oriented. So it's going to be more, okay, I got this guy that called me. I'm going to have a dash. I'm going to put a dash cam in this truck, or inward facing cam, or GoPro or something like that, to where, hey, I got this guy. He has this problem. I'm going out to the site, talk about it, go out on site, and we're going to figure it out and fix it. Go through the steps, maybe have some laptop footage of the gel test program, like what we're going through, all the steps and all that, and show you guys what's wrong. And like if this guy, okay, his SCR temp or whatever is 32 degrees. I had a guy that emailed me his SCR temp was 32 degrees constant when it's 80 degrees outside, so there's definitely a problem. So we're going to go through the steps and show you guys like what we did to remedy that problem and save you guys a lot of money, hopefully, by showing you like these are the problems. This is the the steps for troubleshooting, and this is the solution. This is kind of what we're going to be going to, among other things that we do around here. So, and you guys know, with the farming stuff, which is my kind of passion thing. As you can see, there's farms, tractor stuff, chickens, and everything around here. So. So we moved that over to the other channel to kind of separate, because I don't want to feed, if you guys aren't interested, I don't want to feed you that if you're on trucking. So we moved that over to a new channel, which we always post that link as well. So if you're interested in that type of stuff. So get on this channel again. I'm like 75-25 to no as far as putting the truck on with somebody else, but I want to talk to a couple people. And it might change my mind at this point, but we'll see in the coming days what happened with that. He said the truck's paid for, so I got the title in the house, so it's not costing me anything to sit here other than depreciation. So we said we'll make a decision on that here and probably within the next week. And like I said, I want to talk to a few people, and we'll go from there. So it's never know what's going to happen around here. But again, like I said, we really appreciate all those comments and well wishes and all that. We said, I know we've answered quite a few questions here in the last few days, and we'll stay on top of those. So again, appreciate everybody, all the comments, the views, and support. Subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell for the updates, like the video, and we said stay tuned for a lot more fun. So we'll see you next time.